Hello my crafty friends, it's Krista here from Second Chance Creation. Welcome back to my channel. And wow, it has been cold. As per usual, it is winter, no use complaining. Even if it's -2 or 0, -1, the days are beautiful but very crisp. So, we've closed the house, put the fire on, and I'm in my craft room. I've got to share, this is Tuesday Temptation, all right? So, I thought I might do the envelope thing. Everybody has envelopes, they get altered in every which way, made into journal covers, and yeah, you name it, that's what we do. Now, I was inspired by, it just came up on my YouTube channel while I was watching another video. Nothing to do with crafting, it was to do with horses. And the channel's name is Print and Pixel Studio. And it's with two ladies, Patty and Debbie. And wow, I just really liked what they did. I mean, I've altered envelopes as well, but it's always nice to come up with a different style. And so, yes, and of course we have, you know, stacks of them, and we just can't use them enough. So I thought if I do some already, you know, made up, so whenever I have a project, I can flick through and see which suits, which is going to be this one that I'm doing now will probably be for the journal that's in the making at the moment, and you'll probably see it pop up in that. So, envelope. So what I've done is I've already folded them in a way so that I can just tear one side. You know, you can cut them. You can use these fancy scissors as well, if you don't like to tear it. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Okay, wonder how that would go. Let me have a quick look. I might just do this one, because this side's a bit wide. They're a bit blunt, but that doesn't matter. And I'll just do this, and then I'll show you the ones that I have already done. Now, you have to excuse my board. I have purchased another one, and I actually have a glue mat underneath, so that way it saves me getting up and getting a glue mat. I've already got, then it's like a silicone mat. I can just whip this off, and then I won't spoil the new one. So, but this is still my old board, so you'd have to excuse, you know, the look of it. And I'll just finish this, and then I will show you 3 little envelopes that I've already made in my version. Okay, and okay, so there you go. So that looks all right, isn't it? It's different. Don't know why I didn't think of that before. Okay, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. So that's what oh, that's the wrong one actually, because I've already had started one. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So, okay, so you can use the fancy scissors as well. Now, I've already started one, okay, and there it is there. So I'm going to leave that cut now. Yeah, anyway, it's all good. So, this is the one that we're going to be doing after I show you, when I've showed you what I've already made. So, this was my first one that I made. That was my second one. And this is my third one. Okay. So, let's do the first one. This was like a grey envelope, and all I did was ink the edges slightly, but I've gone back to my chalk. Okay, this is a pale pink, and this is like a blue color, because I can blend it in really nice. It just gives it a different color, you know. I did this, I think, when I started my journals, because I didn't have any inks. But I had a box of chalks, and these are actually hair chalks, you know, you colour your hair with. So I've used that again, and I really enjoy using it. It's a bit more extra work, but I think the outcome is just so cool. So again, with this one, and you can make this so many versions and so many pockets. You've got to remember, you've got to keep it flat. The whole idea is to keep it flat. And I've come up with another idea, but I don't think it's going to work, but it might be too heavy. But anyway, I'll work it out. So what I've done is just dictionary paper, and I had a piece of this pretty paper pad paper left, and I've just popped that on there. And these are actually bookmarks, but they, when I printed them out, they came out small, and I've kept them. So I've had this for a couple of years. I think I had 2 left, so I've decided to use them. And then, of course, that pretty little trim that was off that top that I showed you last time, which is this beautiful thing. And you can just cut, you know, strips out of it. It's just gorgeous. And then you open it up, and of course you put a tag on there, and this tag I've had for a while floating around, and it's to do with perfume. So I decided to make the theme into a bit of like a perfume. I've popped in a little guest check, and I've made that a pocket. Now when I watched the video, I do believe this was glued shut, and there was just writing paper on that side. And I've actually glued this tag on. I didn't make it into a tuck spot or anything. And then I've put one of my little envelopes in there that I closed, and the little mini postcard. And then on the back here, you have another pocket. Okay, so the story goes, you know, she has a sailor as a friend, a boyfriend, or a lover, and he sent her a beautiful bottle of perfume, and there's the card, postcard and letter. And of course they went away somewhere, so that's the guest check. And he sent her a postcard when he was working on the ship, okay, or boat. And yeah, and I've made it look a bit old. So I bought these online. I can't remember where, because it's over 12 months ago when I was at when we were at the John Down wool shed, and I didn't have any supplies, so I bought a whole little stack of them. So they are made in China, I do believe, and I've just put my own little stamp on there. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, I've just used this little stamp, and I've put one of my original stamps on there. Okay, so that cost 4 cents. Okay, yeah, so doesn't that look cool? And I've actually creased it, bended it to make it look as though it's been used, and then I just inked those creases. I don't know if you can see that. And then I just fold it, and it just tucks in here. Okay, and of course that paper wraps right around. And what I've done is, because the tag was plain on the back, I've glued some dictionary paper on there. And this is of course the trim that is on here as well. So that was number 1. So I really like that. And then I did my number 2, a little bit different. This is probably like a little travel tag, envelope, flip, whatever. And here I've put some I've got a box of altered ticket that I decoupage with various napkins. So I use that. And I've had this for a while. It was a tag that was gifted to me in some Happy Mail a couple of years ago. Here's another ticket, and I've just popped in ripped out a butterfly from a napkin and just decoupage that on there. This is just a little bit of a lace trim. These are actually paper buttons that someone gifted me, and they are then sealed with some glossy essence, I suppose they call it. So yeah, so again, I've done some bit of blending here with the blue, seeing it's got the main picture of blue. On the back, I've put a little pocket there with a couple of more tags. A special moment like this, travelling on the boat, and a little strip of paper that was floating around. You know those scraps? I've made that into a tuck spot, and this is just a little paper pad, and you can journal on here as well. And then this I've made, here's the tag, and this is my collaged book page that I showed you a while ago, and what I do with all my scraps. So you can see that's got a bit of variety there. Okay, and I've made a little tag here, and I've just popped that behind there, made that little tuck spot. This is a paper trim, and I've just made that a bit of pink, and I had a little bit left over, and I thought, no, it's not going in my little stash, it's going to go, I want to use it up. And of course, did I put anything in here? No, I closed that up, that's right. And this one here is a pocket, and oh dear, I haven't got anything in here yet. All right, so, and I've actually lined this with dictionary paper before I closed it all off. So I'm yet to put a little tag in that, so you can put anything in there, maybe just some writing paper or something. That might be the go. So that's that one. Okay. And again, you know, the back of the tag was quite plain, so I've put a bit of washi tape on there, and I might just do a bit of stamping on there. So that's that one. And this is the last one that I finished this morning. I don't mind this one. Here's another one of those little bookmark ladies. And this has got a little bit of mint green, a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue. So I used a file folder, which is that colour, and ripped it just to give it a bit of layering. And on the back, the same again here. And then I had this sticker, and I just put that on there. You open it up. And no, you don't. I've made this into a little tuck spot. There you go. And that just goes in here. So you've got a journaling card in this pocket. And you can only just see it peeking out. And then you can journal on here. And this is a pocket here, which is a, someone sent this to me in a piece about, I don't know, like a business card size, and I cut it down. It was printed on, but I don't know what because of the shadow, so I used it as a pocket. I actually stitched that on, and then I made this tag, which is actually packaging paper. Okay, so yes, another one of those stickers, and that just pops in there. And then, of course, on the back, you've got another pocket with the same sort of, like an index card, I suppose you could say. And that just goes, and you can just see it peeking through, okay? And why I chose that is because I've got the yellow in here, a little bit of yellow there, and it just flows through. And, you know, on the table it kept going in my way. So I just eventually stuck it on there, and a little piece of seam binding, the pink, just to pick up the little bits of pink on here. So yeah, so they're the three that I've made. So I'd like to make a sewing theme one now, and I've already sewed this clear piece on because I've made a tag Okay, this is a clothing tag, and I'll peel the shiny paper off, and you've just got that nice velvety sort of cardstock. And I used washi tape, and I'll use this here. And when I took the backing off, which is this clear film here, and I've utilised that as a pocket. So it's about the corsets. So what I'm doing now is I've got a bunch of these alteration tags. So I've cut that off, or I tore that off, and that's going to go, but I haven't finished in the back yet, so I've got to do something there. I'm going to glue that onto here like so that you have that tag popping out. And then the bit that I cut off on the bottom part, I use in this tuck spot here. I mean, how cool is that? And I'm not sure what I want to put in here yet. Might put a bit of lace or something here. So when you close it, you can see a little bit of that. I might yet do that, I'm not sure. I might just pop it on here. It's just to take away the glare of that plastic. Maybe just like that. I'm not sure yet. I'll get to that. How about this one? I think this is too wide. Yep, too wide. Okay, so that's that. Now, what I like to do is I want to find out how I'm going to, whether I want to use this as a tag, use it as a front, or I do have another one here. I can use her. Okay. But then I can use her on the back here as well. And use the tag inside. I can use that maybe there, so you can journal on it. Yep, I like that idea. So, let's close this up now. And you'll be happy to note I've made myself a little dangle. This is just necklace, and because I've bought myself that pin with this here, because I've lost the original one, I used an earring stopper to hold the dangle onto the pin. Then I won't lose it like I did last time. Okay, so we'll just do a little bit here. A little bit here. I don't think I want to, oops, gotta move that, otherwise I'll be in trouble. Okay, so I've already inked this one. So that's got to go behind that. And I'm not going to worry about any of this here, because you can make a few notes on this. It's lingerie, so I don't want to put too much colour in. I want to keep it sort of like beigey or white or whatever. So, see, that'll be about here, about there. And I'm just going to go and do this here. I hope you're all well. Thank you for stopping by and supporting my channel. I do appreciate it. I might not be on here as much as what I used to be, but I still enjoy my crafting now. Got to make sure I get that on pretty quick because it goes very quickly. Let's get my wipe. And I suppose you could make this a tuck spot, but then, you know, you're compromising the envelope, the strength of the envelope, you know. Make sure that's all sealed in there. It doesn't get glued down. I always am afraid that I might get carried away. No, it's all good. Okay, so that's that. I mean, you know, how cool is that? Alrighty. Okay, so what I need to know now, what I need to find out now is I've got to close this. I'm a bugger for keeping it open. And will I or won't I? It's a pretty cool tag, this. And, you know, it's too small to pop in here, really. You know, it's too small, it'll get lost. And I don't sort of want to put it on anything else. It's not bad either, is it? Have a look here. Yeah, it's got a little brick wall there, but hey. And then you can just pop her in there. Not bad, not bad. But I might just have to have a look and see if I've got something in my... Just bear with me, I should have been a bit more prepared. So I'm just going to get my books out here and have a quick look. Sure, I had one with some pattern paper. Otherwise, I'll just... Oh, okay. Okay, that looks all right. Where's that picture? Oh, here it is. Let's see if I can adjust this. Oh, yes. Okay. See, this isn't too bad. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Got little polka dots. Soft. How much do I need for that? Because you don't want it too busy, do you? Thought I had one that had pattern paper on there. Might be a different one. No, okay, might be in the other book, but that's a contender, isn't it? Oh, here's a pattern paper. Here's pattern paper. Here is pattern paper. Oh, that's a diving bell. I don't think that's going to go well with corsets. I can't find it. Oh, here's pattern paper. Sorry about the bumps on there. It's pattern paper. I'm just going to cut this out. It's not much though. You know, you have something on your mind and you know what you want it to look like. Maybe it needs a, maybe it needs something like this. Hope I'm not boring you. There's pattern paper there, but see, I don't mind the white in it because the polka dot one. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. What do they say? It's only paper. Not very straight, but that's okay. So what I'd like is I'd like to tear that. Everything is about tearing, isn't it? How wide is that? Don't want to get too carried away, so I can tear some more off. And I might be able to use that for the inside to continue on. I've got to find a tape measure as well. You know, you can make this as simple or as elaborate as you like. I'm sort of making a little bit, what's this? I always get a bit carried away. I can't keep it simple. actually, and you can make this a pocket as well, you know. So this tag isn't going to be a tag now. Not bad, not bad. Let's see if I can just lightly ink it. I've still got a little bit of ink left. I don't want it dark. Okay, so that's that. So can we do something with this? I don't mind using some of these. No. So what if I did it? You know, a lot of you ladies, crafters, whether you're crafters, whether you're buyers, whether you're just lookers, there's always something, isn't there? There's always something to discover. No, don't like that. I just want a little peeking out. You know, this could take me ages. I mean, really? How hard can it be? What about if I go like that? No. You know, when you've got something on your mind and you want to use it, have you ever come across that? This video was supposed to be only a couple. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Yep, I can live with that. That's nice. I don't mind that. I don't mind that one little bit. Okay, my glue. Oops. Took the whole thing out. Quickly. Yep. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut this off. Beautiful. I don't mind that. I reckon she looks pretty cool. Now, what I do have to do is just lightly ink this. I did ink it before, but I don't think I gave it enough. So we finished our painting. So now we've just got to put the wire on the front, and then I've got to do some gardening. It's a no dig garden. I've got all my compost ready. And I'm just going to lay cardboard down, kill all the weeds, or the grass I should say. And what I might do is I might not make this a pocket. I'm going to put some lace in here. Change of plans. Change of plans. I'm going to sandwich some lace between here, and I'm going to make this a little notepad. You have a pocket here to pop something on, and then you have your pocket here on the back, and I think that should be enough. So that goes on there, and this goes on there, and see that little hole there? I'm going to put a little pearl in there to cover that little hole. Not that it makes any difference really, it doesn't really matter, does it? Cover my glue, Krista, cover my glue. So I'm just going to go and see. I have to get my bag of stuff. Unless I use, you know, you want something really, you know, sexy, I suppose. It can't be too sexy. Just needs to be very sheer, doesn't it? Just needs to be sheer. Okay, let's do this. I'm just going to cut this off now. Should have thought about that. It's always afterwards. You're always thinking about these things afterwards. It's how it rolls, isn't it? You have something on your mind, and then you, yep, but you're not happy with it. So and this lace, I wonder if I can sandwich it on there. So you're seeing this, I haven't planned any of this. And this is how I go. If I sandwich it. And it all takes time. I like to take my time. I don't like to rush. No, I'm not happy with that. It's not doing what I want it to do. If it gets too boring for you guys, just fast forward it. I understand. Now that's nice. Okay, I like that. Let's do it. So, I'm just going to turn that heater off now. Sun's gone. So my idea is just to put that in there. Now I need the bigger nozzle. And whatever you do, Krista, do not close it without the lace. Then you're in big trouble. And yes, you can sew it. You know, just temporarily glue it down and then sew it. I think that would be pretty cool. And And I think I've got to cut it about there. I do believe. If it's a bit short, it's no big deal, is it? Okay, so now I want to put a little bit of glue on the top. Alrighty, I like that. And that's going to get strengthened with this glue. Gave our little puppy dog a bath yesterday, but with the powder shampoo, like a dry bath. She needed it really bad, and you've got to just, the powder, you just massage it in. And oh, I've never tried that, Brandon. Oh, it looks awesome. She looks like $1 million now. I don't suppose it's too late for me to take, oh no, take that off. All right, I think. Okay, no use diddle-daddling. Let's glue it. So I hope the weather is kind to you wherever you may be. I think overseas they have springs and summer now, I think. I do believe. And look, you know, we're never happy, are we? When it's hot, we wish it was cool. When we're cold, we wish it was warmer. Oh, 42 minutes just to do the front. I mean, really? Now, was there anything, was there another piece to this, or was that it? I think that, oh, here it is. Now, I'm trying to work out how I can get music, you know, if I'm too quiet. But I think you need premium channel for that, or you need a camera set up and program, which I don't have. So unless I do this full time, it's probably, yes, worthwhile for me to do it. Now, how does that look? Doesn't that look cool? I really like that. So really, from lots of scraps of paper to something gorgeous. So that was going to be a tag. Well, that didn't work, did it? Nice. And I'm glad I did that. And it just stables a little bit. It's a bit more stable. I can probably utilise a bit of this over here maybe. Just like that. And you've still got room to journal on. But I've got a feeling that I might just actually attach this to a page. So I'm not going to do anything on the back, because I think I will attach this to the page in the journal that I'm making it like a flip. Okay, and I don't know why. Okay, my battery's low. All right, so that's that. So all I'm going to do now is put a little pad on here, and that will then go into my journal that I'm making. So I hope you enjoyed this little demo. It took me a while. I might put that little pearl on here, but look, it's already over 40 minutes, and I hate for you to sit here and it might be just too boring for you guys. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Pop over to Print and Pixsel Studio, Patty and Debbie, and say hi. Yeah, they're lovely crafters as well. All right then, until next time, happy crafting. Bye for now.